Have you ever noticed a time when everything familiar in your life starts to feel different? The routines you once followed, the relationships you held close, and the patterns you relied on begin to shift. It's as if something beneath the surface is changing, though you can't quite see it with your eyes. This sensation, while hard to describe, marks the start of a powerful experience known as a spiritual awakening. This transformation brings both excitement and uncertainty, as it changes the way you see yourself and the world around you. Today, we're going to explore some of the significant changes that happen when you begin this journey, focusing on the things that spiritually aware individuals gradually release as they awaken to their true selves. As this transformation takes place, it feels like you are gaining a new perspective on life. The things that used to seem important, whether they were habits, opinions, or beliefs, no longer hold the same weight. You start to question whether they truly matter to you. At the core of this awakening is a deep realization. Much of what you once believed about yourself and the world was shaped by outside forces, like social expectations or the desire to fit in. The deeper you go into this journey, the more you understand that these external influences may not reflect your authentic self. This inner shift opens up space for you to redefine who you are, but it also means letting go of long-held attachments. One of the most significant shifts involves the way you perceive yourself in relation to others. As you awaken spiritually, you begin to realize that you don't need others' approval to feel worthy or complete. In today's world, where validation often comes through social media, it's easy to get trapped in seeking likes, followers, or praise. But during a spiritual awakening, you come to understand that true validation comes from within. The opinions others have of you are often based on their own experiences and feelings, not on who you truly are. Gradually, you stop seeking external approval and start trusting yourself more. This inner shift brings a sense of peace and freedom that allows you to live more authentically, without constantly worrying about what others think of you. This change doesn't happen instantly. It's a process that takes time as you start to detach from the need to be liked or accepted by everyone around you. At first, it can feel uncomfortable to let go of this need because, for so long, external validation may have played a large role in how you viewed your self-worth. But over time, you start to notice that the more you rely on your own sense of inner value, the less important others' opinions become. You begin to understand that your worth is not determined by external factors, but by your own sense of self and inner knowing. This growing confidence allows you to navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. As this transformation unfolds, the process of letting go becomes a key part of your growth. The attachments that once held you back, like the need for approval or the fear of judgment, start to fade. You begin to release them one by one, creating space for your true self to emerge. This path of spiritual awakening is not always easy, but it is profoundly freeing, allowing you to live in alignment with who you truly are. As spiritual souls continue on their journey, one of the most transformative steps is learning to let go of material attachments. In our society, we are often taught to measure success by how much we own, whether it's money, luxury cars, big houses, or expensive clothing. Many people chase these material possessions in the hope of feeling fulfilled. However, as you grow spiritually, your perspective begins to shift. You start to realize that these physical items, no matter how appealing, are temporary and unable to provide lasting happiness. What once seemed valuable and necessary loses its charm as you understand that true wealth is not found in what you own, but in who you are as a person. The richness of life is measured by the depth of your relationships, the love you share, and the joy you cultivate from within. As you evolve on this path, you naturally begin to let go of the constant desire to accumulate more things. Instead, you start simplifying your life by clearing away clutter and focusing on what genuinely matters. Letting go doesn't mean you must give up all material possessions. Rather, it's about releasing the attachment to them. You stop defining yourself by what you have, and instead, you embrace the beauty of experiences over objects, finding more satisfaction in being rather than owning. In doing so, you make room for what truly enriches your soul. You may find joy in simple pleasures and appreciate the little things that bring peace and fulfillment, creating a life that feels more aligned with your inner values. Before we explore the next steps in this spiritual journey, I want to take a moment to connect with you. If you're feeling this inner shift, this pull towards something greater, I invite you to join our growing community. Subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and become part of a tribe of like-minded souls who are waking up to their true potential. Together, we can support each other on this path, sharing experiences and growing in ways we never thought possible. If you've already started your own journey of spiritual growth, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let us know what you've let go of or how your life has changed. Let's learn from one another as we walk this path together. As you continue on this journey, you'll likely encounter another important change: letting go of the need for control. As humans, we are often taught to believe that we need to control every part of our lives in order to succeed and be happy. This need for control is rooted in fear: the fear of things going wrong, the fear of uncertainty, and the fear of failure. But as you grow spiritually, you begin to see that control is really just an illusion. The more you try to control, the more you block the natural flow of life. Instead of rigidly holding on, you learn to let go and trust in the process. You start to believe in the timing of the universe, recognizing that there is a greater plan unfolding, even if it isn't always clear to you. Letting go of control doesn't mean becoming passive or careless. Rather, it's about surrendering the constant need to dictate every outcome. You set your intentions and take action, but you also release your grip on how things should turn out. You trust that whatever happens will serve your highest good, even if it's different from what you expected. This sense of trust allows you to find peace, even in moments of uncertainty. Instead of fearing the unknown, you embrace it as part of your spiritual growth, understanding that every experience has a purpose, whether it's a lesson or a blessing. Another significant shift that happens on this path is reevaluating the relationships in your life. As you deepen your spiritual awareness, you become more sensitive to the energy around you, including the people you interact with. You may start to notice that certain relationships no longer align with who you are becoming. Some connections may drain your energy, hold you back, or keep you stuck in patterns that no longer serve you. These may be relationships you've maintained out of fear, comfort, or obligation, but as you grow, you recognize that they are no longer beneficial to your well-being. Letting go of toxic relationships can be a challenging and emotional process. It often means distancing yourself from people you once cared about, but it's essential for your own growth. As you release these negative influences, you make room for healthier, more uplifting connections. You attract relationships that resonate with your true self, people who support your spiritual journey, challenge you in positive ways, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. These new relationships are based on mutual respect, shared values, and a genuine desire for growth, helping you move forward on your spiritual path. When you begin to awaken spiritually, you also start to stop compromising who you truly are. Throughout life, many of us are pressured to fit in with others, play certain roles, and act in ways that don't reflect our true nature. We often wear masks to meet expectations or please others, but this takes away from our authenticity and robs us of our joy and peace. As you become more spiritually aware, you slowly let go of this habit of pretending. You start to accept yourself as you are, with all your quirks, flaws, and unique traits. You realize there's no need to hide or shrink yourself just to make others feel comfortable. Instead, you become comfortable standing in your truth and living in harmony with your values and beliefs. This shift brings a deep sense of freedom and fulfillment. As you show up as your true self, you attract people and experiences that resonate with who you really are, building a life that feels aligned with your deepest self. The need to compromise your authenticity fades, because you realize that the only approval you really need is your own. A profound part of the spiritual journey is also letting go of the fear of death. While this might seem like a difficult or heavy topic, it becomes easier to face as you grow spiritually. As your awareness deepens, you start to understand death not as the end, but as a natural part of life's cycle. You come to see death as a transition, a shift from one form of existence to another, rather than something to be feared.
This realization helps you understand that your true essence, your soul, is eternal and transcends the physical body. Death is just a doorway to another state of being. As this understanding settles in, you find peace and acceptance in the idea of death. Instead of being afraid of the unknown, you begin to trust in the greater plan, finding comfort in the flow of life and the natural rhythm of existence. This perspective frees you from fear, allowing you to live fully in the present moment. You appreciate life more deeply, embracing its beauty and impermanence. With the release of this fear, life becomes more vibrant, and you can experience it with a greater sense of freedom. As you continue on your spiritual path, you'll notice that certain things, like the need for external validation, material attachments, control, toxic relationships, compromising your true self, and the fear of death, gradually fade away. This process takes time and patience, and it requires you to be gentle with yourself. As you let go of these old patterns, you create space for something greater, a deeper connection to your true self, your purpose, and a life that aligns with your soul. This journey is deeply personal, and there is no right or wrong way to go through it. Trust in your unique process, honor your own pace, and remember that you are exactly where you need to be. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe for more content like this. Together, we can continue to awaken and support one another on this incredible spiritual journey.